Oh, definitely. I feel so strongly about this, and I've been vouching and pushing for this for years, especially on the UK side.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I have to say, I think the French Open and Australian Open are my favourite opens, probably because of it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, Australia and France definitely, I think it's wonderful that they play the men's and the women's together. It's really always been like that. I grew up in Australia watching the men and the women play together. It was just always a wonderful, I sort of thought that was how it was done.
Paris is my favourite event because there's such a good atmosphere from having both. So what we're waiting for?
Look, I think overall it would be great to have them together. There's so many benefits we can get from it in terms of kind of mutual support. Women can watch the men can watch the women, just like it's done in lawn tennis and that other game.
Yeah, I prefer them run side by side as long as there's kind of balance in terms of court scheduling times, etc. Obviously,
because for us it's unbelievable to see the men play at that level, and then you get motivated to keep playing, keep going, to maybe once reach that level.
It's a lot of fun when all of us get together. We only, especially coming from Australia, I only get to see the guys and the girls, once every few months. So yeah, it'd be awesome to have the opportunity to meet up with all the players all in one go.
I have a secret mission, I guess. I get to see my brother because he usually plays in the men's, which otherwise I wouldn't see him as often.
It makes it so much more enjoyable for us. And it becomes a bigger event then.
It really helps us to keep motivated, and I think for the guys it's also a plus to have us there.
It's a great atmosphere. I think we learn from them, and hopefully they might learn from us. I don't know, but we just have great times on court, off court, and I think it brings in a bigger crowd as well, and it helps raise the profile of our game.
Yeah, I think the social element is a good thing, and also the kind of breadth of tennis is good for us to kind of see and observe the men's live matches as well.
The difference is just, I think that that you can sort of see what you want to reach, and of course if we see Claire and Leah play each other, that helps as well.
I think having both events brings prestige and brings the benefit from the sponsors. The men's sponsor could also easier sponsor the ladies. The streaming is 2-on-1, and the men's bring, that's just a fact, larger crowds. So the women's matches will benefit from more people watching and actually supporting them.
Now being based in the US, I have a little bit of visibility into how the tournaments are run, and there's certainly been long discussions about how and when we can make it work to put the men's and women's together.
It's one event instead of two, and okay, yeah, there's more work to put in when you've got men and ladies tournament together, but it's still over 1 week instead of 1 week here, 1 week further down the line.
In all honesty, it comes down a little bit to scheduling, and also to court time and ability to have the host club do all that.
I know there's obviously complications on court time, but I think it would, if the scheduling can allow for the health of the game and probably the promotion of it, it would look much better to have these events running alongside.
For some reason, LRTA especially didn't want to hear our different opinions on that.
I think it's all very doable. It really just takes a little bit of organisation and forward thinking.
That might lead to something similar where there's a main draw and a qualifiers, slightly smaller main draw than what we would potentially have.
So hopefully over the next few years we'll get one in the US together.
I'm all for that. I'm all for making sure we get the highest quality out.